All right, man. What's up, YouTube? Back at you. Haven't made a long video in a little while. I got a couple new subscribers, man. No lot, but I'll take them, man. Sometimes they tell me who they are, and I always send them a thank you. If you do subscribe or comment on my video, man, I always read it. And I always give you like the little heart thing. I say thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you very much for watching my video. Thank you very much for leaving my comment. And I do appreciate it. And I'm not just saying thank you just to say it. I'm saying it because you guys have a lot of choice, man. Take that one finger to push that subscribe, man. Like I said, I get a lot of views. I make three shorts for each channel in the morning. Okay. So that side, some of my shorts, I don't know, I get 12, 15 views, but some of them I get almost 1,000 views, man. It's okay. Like I said, it's not like the big boys, man. It's just not, okay? I haven't been doing this for very long. You guys probably get tired of seeing my face. I get tired of looking at my face too. So anyway, but the short videos are doing pretty good in the morning. They're only 3 minutes long, or actually they can only be 2 minutes and 59 seconds. If it hits that 3 minutes, it's a long, okay? And you got to go in there and try to edit it out, and it's just a pain in the butt. So I make sure they're usually like 2 minutes, 54 seconds. But some of my shorts, like I said, man, I've had a couple of them hit over 1,000. So right on, man. Thank you guys for everything you're doing. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I mean, when I say they're going to be, okay. I live in a third world country, okay? It's one of the poorest, most uneducated countries in the world, okay? You have probably never met as many lazy people in your life till you come here. And that is not just here, okay? I have traveled all over the world, okay? Now, I have not been to the African continent, for obvious reasons, okay? I would stand out, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be stupid and be some kind of a victim to a ransom or some other kind of thing, right? Okay? Obviously, that might happen, okay? So I have no reason in the world to go to Africa, even South Africa, or Egypt, or any other kind of places, man. I don't want to get kidnapped. I don't want to have my family have to try to sell a bunch of stuff, pay some kind of ransom, and I still end up dying. So anyway, I've been to a lot of different places, okay? And I've been to some really nice, expensive places too. I went to Europe. Man, that place is hell expensive, okay? I went to Germany. I used to really be into the sports car thing, man. I went to Germany, to Stuttgart, Germany. It's where they make Porsches, in case you guys don't know that, okay? I went to Stuttgart, Germany, with the Porsche plant, Porsche factory, took the tour. They have a nice test track there. Really nice, but it was really expensive. Okay, and it was quite a while ago, so I would imagine today it's just outrageous, okay? Europe is expensive. I go to the gym. There's a guy there. His name is Jacques. You know, like Jacques Cousteau. His name is Jacques. He is from France. He says it's the same thing. It's just so expensive over there. So I prefer to stay in third world countries because I can stay for hella cheap. You understand? Like I said, I made a video. Probably a lot of you guys didn't look at it. I stayed at a 5-star resort. At least a 4-star, okay? 4 or 5-star resort. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Called the Cambodian Country Club. Beautiful place, man. Absolutely beautiful. I made a video of it. $45 a night. Come on, man. $45 a night, and had a breakfast that they had a breakfast buffet. Okay, they have a breakfast buffet with all kind of everything you can imagine on there. That it's not one of these continental international breakfasts or whatever the hell they call it. I mean, everything. And they also give you a menu. You can have the buffet, and if there's something you want off the menu, order that too for free. For $45, man. They got 3 pools. They got ping pong tables. They got pool tables. They got a dartboard. They even got a foosball table, man. I haven't seen a foosball for you younger people. You don't know what it is. But for you older people, they got a foosball table there, man. And they used to have horses you could rent and ride around, kind of in an area, I don't know, stables and stuff. But they don't have that anymore. Room was fantastic. The people there are so nice. And like I said, $45 a night, man. Okay. That's why I like staying in third world countries. Okay. But third world countries are not for everyone. Okay. If you're one of these environmental dildos or whatever the hell you call yourselves, man, run around there with your hair bun and driving your little Prius and all the rest of that stuff and your Teslas and all that crap, man, you're not going to like third world countries. Okay? On the thumbnail, you're going to see some crazy ass B word. She's crazy. Look at her. I wouldn't want to sleep. I told my daughter. My daughter said, who is that? And I told her, and I said, would you even want to sleep in the same house as her? She said, only if I could lock my door, Daddy. Because she looks crazy as hell. All right? So anyways, I'm going to let you guys look at the photo. I'm not going to give you a spoiler alert. You're going to have to just click on the video or at least look for it. So, one of the things about living in a third world country is trash. Okay? Where I live at in the subdivision, beautiful. Everybody's got trash cans. We pay like a homeowners association fee. $20. If you pay for the whole year, it's like less than $20 a month. They go around and clean everything up. Everything's cut, clean, nice. You get outside this subdivision. I mean, you literally walk outside of the subdivision past security, and you're in a straight up nasty ass village. Okay? There is trash everywhere. Okay? It costs, now, the homeowner association fee does not pay for trash pickup. It's $5 a month. That's $1.25 a week. But these lazy ass people that live over here, because they're so damn lazy, they would much rather spend that $5 a month on beer as to pay for trash pickup. So they just take their trash and just find some place to throw it. And once somebody starts throwing trash there, it becomes a new trash pile. And there is trash piles as big as a car. And it just goes on, and you go a ways distance, and then there's going to be another big trash pile. Somebody, I don't know who, somebody gets tired of looking at it. Maybe it's the government, maybe it's the people, and they pour flammable stuff on there, and they set that shit on fire. Okay? And I don't know what's in there, man. Old tires, just everything. Okay? They just throw everything they can in there. Okay? And that stuff just burns, and smoke just rolls off of it for days. Okay? They take old tractor trailers, you know, a truck with a trailer on it, that are all tore up or they've been in an accident and they're just too damaged to repair. They have places sort of not near my house, but on my bicycle I see it. They set them on fire. Okay? I mean fire. There is just massive flames coming off. They're burning off all the plastic, the tires, the coating around the wiring. All they want is the metal. Okay? The best way for them to get the metal is to burn everything else off. And that thing will sit there and burn for a couple of days. It's black smoke. It just burns the hell out of your eyes. And I mean, it is coming off of there big time. Okay? That's third world country shit. Okay? That's going to happen in the USA one of these days. I don't know when, but get ready for it. But that's third world. That's just not here. That's everywhere. Every third world country I've been to is the same. Okay? They don't give a shit about your environment. Their environment is useless to them. They don't care about it. Okay? Sometimes I look and see Phnom Penh is the capital of Cambodia. Sometimes Phnom Penh has the worst air quality in the world some days. Other times it's in India, but sometimes I've seen it's in Phnom Penh. Okay? Everybody over here eats rice. Okay? Asians eat rice 3 times a day, man. They get up in the morning. Even their snacks are rice. So they eat a lot of rice. Okay? There's rice fields everywhere. In Cambodia, in Vietnam, in Indonesia, in Laos, in Thailand, Malaysia. All those places have rice fields. Okay? And when they get through picking that rice off, those whatever they call them, rice plants or trees or whatever, when they get through picking them off, okay, they take all this rice and they lay them out in the sun on these huge blue tarps. And they have people out there in the sun with these like rakes, and they're just raking it around, making the shit dry. Okay, they're making the rice dry. I eat the rice. My wife washes it. It's clean. But in the fields, they still have these rice stalks or stems or whatever tree or whatever you want to call it. They're, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 foot tall, and they're everywhere. Okay. In order for them to plant new rice, they have to wait for the water to come back. But in order to plant new rice, they got to get rid of all those old stalks. They can't just leave them in the ground because that's where the new rice has to grow. So guess how they get rid of that shit? Guess how they get rid of that shit? With fire. There's smoke everywhere. I mean, just sometimes it's almost you don't want to go outside. I mean, I don't wear a mask. I don't like the mask thing. But anyways, a lot of people here in Asia, they just wear a mask all the time. And it's not to keep them getting sick. It's they think it's going to protect them from that smoke, but it's not going to, man. Right? It's not going to. Okay? Anyways, the skies are filled with smoke. Okay? That's one of the sucky things about living in a third world country is the people here are so uneducated and so lazy and so ignorant about the environment that they just burn everything. I mean, not too far from my house, there's, I don't know if you want to call it a river or a stream, whatever. It's probably as wide as this room, and I don't know how deep it is. And it is just full of rubbish floating around in there. Okay? And every day I go past there, people in there catching fish. They don't know about microplastics. They don't know. They don't care. You know? You go to the Mekong. Okay? The Mekong River runs right through the middle of Phnom Penh. Okay? Big river. Okay? All along the shore of the Mekong is just plastic bags, cups, straws, everywhere straws. Everybody over here uses straws. Okay? And when they're done with that shit, they just throw it on the ground. Okay? That's where they put their rubbish, is on the ground. We don't. We got a trash can. I'm very self-conscious about that. When we go somewhere, I got a trash can in the car. I put my rubbish in there. When we come home, I put it in the can where it goes. Okay? Now, when they come pick up the rubbish, the truck, I have no idea where it goes. Don't know. But a lot of these third world countries, they take their rubbish because they don't have, especially Cambodia is a very small country. They take their rubbish and they make a mountain and they put that shit on fire and it just burns for God only knows how long. Okay? Or they put the rubbish on a barge, a really big barge, and they take it off out into the sea someplace and just shove it off. Okay? So you can go ahead and ban your straws, ban your plastic bags, ban whatever you want to ban. You can go ahead and buy your Teslas and your electric lawnmowers and ban gas weed eaters and all that shit. Okay? But the United States, I think, puts out less than like 3% of the world's pollution. Okay? These third world countries do not give an F about the environment. Okay? They don't care. Okay? Straight up don't care. Okay? That's one of the sucky things about living here. Like I said, I live here because it's cheap. Okay? It's cheap. Okay? Like I said, I went to a 4 or 5 star restaurant or 4 or 5 star hotel, man. $45 for a night. You can't, I mean, that's why I like going to third world countries, man. Because the people there are uneducated and they work for next to nothing. Okay? They work for next to nothing. Okay? They have construction workers that work on these places and they make $12 a day. $12 a day. There's no benefits. There's no safety rules. They're working on job sites with no hard hats and flip-flops on. Okay, so like I said, I don't care. Okay, I really don't care. But that's one of the sucky things about living in a third world country. Like I said, it's not for everybody. The schools, a lot of the schools suck. Okay, the school, I'm not going to use the name, but the school that I taught at, I did my best. I worked there for 3 years, but I used to call it the zoo because it was a zoo. The parents only brought the students there to watch the kids while they went off and did something. Okay, the behavior in the classroom, absolutely crazy. But the schools, okay, you want to pay money, like my daughter's school. My daughter's school is $5,000 a year, okay? And they have schools over here that are a lot more expensive than that. But my daughter's school is very strict, very nice school, okay? Doctors, okay? I have been to some really nice doctors. I've had 2 major surgeries over here, both of them, no problems, okay? Like I said, I go to 2 different doctors. One of them, he's nothing but a surgeon, okay? And the other one is like, you get sick, you know what I mean? Got some kind of something wrong with you. His English isn't the best, but he's a pretty good doctor, man. He's always giving me the right kind of treatment. He tells you what kind of medicine you need. You just go to the pharmacy. You don't need a prescription, and you just go buy the medicine, man. It's cheap, okay? So like I said, there's positive and negative things about living everywhere. But for me, I can't speak for you guys. For me, the positives outweigh the negatives. But if you're one of these environmentalists that cries every time you see a straw on the ground, you're going to freak the hell out over here, okay? Because rubbish and trash is everywhere. Like I said, it's not here in the subdivision where I live at, but you get out and there is fires everywhere. These people burning their own trash. Like I said, these little villages will have a place where everybody just goes and throws their trash, and when it gets about as big as a car, maybe 2 cars, that shit's on fire, and it will burn for quite a while. Okay? Just the smoke coming off. Sometimes I wash my car, okay? And I'll look at it the next day, and I'll be like, man, that shit, it already has like dirt. It already has like dust on it, okay? And I'll wipe my hand on it. Look at it. It's not dirt. It's soot. Soot from the smoke in the air, okay? So, when you fly into Phnom Penh and other cities in third world countries, okay, at some altitude, I don't know what it is, maybe 20, 25,000 feet, you can start to see the city. You can start to see the city, okay? Here, that's not happening, okay? All you're going to see is like a brown cloud over the city. You have to wait to get under the brown cloud. I don't know what the altitude is. I guess I could look next time I go on an airplane. They have ways you can look. You have to wait till you go under the brown cloud in order to see the city. And that brown cloud is pollution. Okay? It is straight up pollution. Okay? Like I said, when you guys see the thumbnail, I want you to look. I want you to look at that girl. I want you to look at her. Okay? I want you to look at her. Okay? So like I said, you don't have to look the whole video, but just look at the thumbnail. Okay? And you're going to know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say the name because then YouTube might take it down. Because I tried to look up on Google of creepy pictures of her, and they said they couldn't show them. So I'm not going to say the name, but you're going to know who she is, right? Right? Remember her? How dare you? She's never been off of her yacht or out of that fancy-ass house she's living in or that jet she flies around in and be in a third world country. Okay? She can come over here and say, how dare you? You know who I'm talking about, right? Okay. So, anyways, okay, almost time my video right here to end. So, you guys please hit like and subscribe. And I'm going to be coming out with some videos. I'm going to have to go get in my car, man, next week and go drive around. Didn't really want to have to do it that way, but got to do what I got to do to try to get this, try to get some views up, man. And you got to be safe out there. Like I said, there's places for you to go. You don't have to come here. But the third world countries, so cheap to live in because the people here can't make any money. They don't know how, okay? You come over here with some money, man, you're going to live hella nice, man. All right, talk to you later. Bye.